I mean, he's very important, and he has a lot of power. And the words he actually says, it has a lot of power. And a lot of people are always going to act on what he says. And so he cannot just deny and say, he's not to blame for what happened. He lied to these people over the course of 2 months and said the election was rigged, and on very thin evidence. And he basically instigated them with a rally in Washington. So I mean, so it's not surprising that they decided that the best way to take out their anger was to intimidate Congress.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Oh, they were told to intimidate Congress.
Yes,
I mean,
marching orders.
Yeah, they said, we're going to go and we're going to put pressure on Congress when they're counting the votes and make them,
Yep. And then you have Giuliani calling the wrong person's phone number.
That guy is crazy. That guy is totally crazy.
I forgot about that.
What did he say?
Yeah.
What did he say when he called?
He called the football coach from Alabama, Coach
Tuberville.
Tuberville, yeah, man. So first of all, his name's Tuberville, so that's like a real fun city, wherever that might be. But he was a football coach from Auburn University, I believe it was, or Clemson, I can't remember. But he called him. He was newly elected. He's like, "Hey, Senator Tuberville, or should I say Coach Tuberville?" Kind of like inflate his ego, bullshit,
Yeah.
He's like, "We need our Republican friends to do a good job and challenge every state you can, because right now Mitch McConnell is doing everything he can to speed this up, which is generally a kick in the face, and I really don't get it. And you need to contest every state we can to slow this down and make sure that it goes back to Congress and they have a trial or a debate about it to slow it down and not let this thing happen today and da-da-da-da." Wow. He goes, "And you can call me directly. I'll be up all night, and I'd be honored to hear more from you." So pretty much he's telling people to commit fraud.
Yep.
And
after the shit went down that day.
Exactly.
The Republican Party is morally bankrupt at this point. I'm not going to be surprised if they go extinct. I mean, many parties have gone extinct. The Federalists, the Democrat Republicans, the Whigs. But it just depends on how the kind of politics the Democrats play in the coming years. So if they actually do things, that people are very, that people like and that people feel good about, I don't think the Republicans stand a chance in the coming years, because the party basically stands for nothing now.
Yeah.
It's anti-American and
anti-common sense,
Yeah, it stands for someone, not for something.
Yeah, and even the person it stands for is a whack job and a con man,
Yep.
But I just go on. I mean, I just think we live in very precarious times, very strange times, and sometimes I tell people that this period in history, when I've read history, a lot of history, and it kind of reminds me of the later days of the Roman Republic, when suddenly soldiers stopped serving the Republic and then became, servants of individuals. It became less about the glory of Rome and more about the glory of certain individuals. And I think, the cult of personalities, that are beginning to emerge, and it's not only on the right, it's also a problem on the left.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but if there is anything that they stand for, I think, like you said, that they don't stand for anything anymore. Well, it's probably just Machiavellianism and staying in power at all costs, right? And like you said, just service to Donald.
Yeah.
If you look at
this new populism.
Well,
it's populism.
The same thing happened in China for about 3,000 years. Where they have a dynasty, if you will, that this one person said, "Okay, we're all going to agree, but we're all going to disagree on certain things, but on one thing, we are one people." Then you're free to, like, they set up their own individual states by tribes. They had tribal states in China, just like in Native America, just like in Africa, just like in South America, just like in Europe. You have the Germanians and the Franks, and so we've always had this system. This is the first experiment, if you will. We're still living in an experiment where we're saying, okay, let's do self-ruling, which is
exactly.
and we're finding it hard.
This morning I actually did I actually recorded a podcast, I plan on releasing, and it's about like I think this nation is like a massive experiment on whether people can actually see that we have more in common. We have more that unites us than divides us. I think it's about a lot. Self-rule, common sense, liberty, equality. These are ideas and concepts that are very new.
What I love about it is ultimately it says, are we the people any better than them, the elite? And it looks like we're not. As of right now, we're not.
I feel like we've been conditioned to be kind of bad. I mean, in a sense, I feel like, over the generations, we haven't been taught how to take care of ourselves. Like we've been saying, oh, so-and-so in power is going to take care of it. And we really put a lot of power up there with the elites, but they've taken it from us. They've taken our power of choice away. And they've taken our ability to think for ourselves and have critical thinking. We just believe whatever party got that loyalty that's so toxic. So like, over the generation.
Yeah, it's an extension of kind of, you reminded me of Thomas Paine and like what he was trying to do, restore our rights, our natural rights, and it kind of extends out even further in just every generation, more and more depriving us of our like right to be like to have sanity.